And Progressive People's Party has named former beauty queen Bridget Dzogbenuku as its running mate with about 4 months to the December polls. Now, Bridget Dzogbenuku is a former Miss Ghana in her 40s and is expected to help solicit for more votes for the PPP. Now, our reporter Godfred Tonam joins me via phone because he was there at the event where she was introduced and named as the running mate for Dr. Papakwesi Ndum. Good afternoon, Tanam, and thanks for this update you're going to give us. Now, what did Dr. Ndum say were the strengths of Bridget Dzogbenuku? Well, we're still having some challenges with our phone lines, but we'll continue with the PPP. When we get Tanam on the phone, we'll speak to him. But here in the studio, we do have a representative of the PPP, and that's in the person of Kwabena Ochiri, a member of the communications team of the PPP. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Now, what informed the decision of choosing Bridget as a running mate?
Well, key to our campaign for this 2016 election is our focus on people who are doers, not people who just talk. And so we set out to look for somebody who is very practical. For our women, to make sure that we consider gender issues, gender parity, and all. So, and then also to look at some bit of vibrancy in there.
All right, well, we're still going to continue our interview shortly with Kwabena Ochiri, member of the communications team of the PPP. But as you're aware, I rightly mentioned early on that the Progressive People's Party has named former beauty queen Bridget Dzogbenuku as its running mate with about 4 months to the December polls. Now, Bridget Dzogbenuku, a former Miss Ghana, is in her 40s and is expected to help solicit more votes for the PPP. Now, if you've mentioned some few things, but some of the persons in the media, yes, might know Bridget Dzogbenuku, but for a Ghanaian somewhere in a village who doesn't know who Bridget Dzogbenuku is, how would you sell your running mate to her? Well,
it's not that difficult. See, if you have something that is quality, you don't stress yourself to sell it. Bridget. And that is the uniqueness of Bridget, because see, for somebody who is very high up there, and at the same time she is also a grassroots person. You know, Bridget, she comes from the Volta region, and she has been very selfless. She has an NGO that works with women, has worked with women all her life, mentoring women in Ghana. That has won several awards globally. You know, she won the Goldman Sachs Women's Leadership Award in 2008. So she's very much high up there.
Is that to say, if I can cut you there, is that to say that she's always been a member of the PPP?
She has always been somebody who has wanted change. She has always been somebody who has a passion to see that things are done right, to see that women are given the rightful place, the powers that they need, the opportunities that they need. She has always been somebody who believes that the country can be run in a better way. You don't necessarily have to be a card-bearing member of the PPP to believe that our country can
But you haven't answered
better.
My question.
You know,
has she always been a member of the PPP?
Of course she has. She has.
For how long has this been?
She has been a member of the PPP was formed in 2012. Okay, and as far as I know, she has been a member of the PPP all along.
Since 2012?
Yes.
Now, is she that experienced? Yes, she's one person who's always wanted change. And I quite remember during some of the demonstrations that came up, Occupy Ghana, she was at the forefront of this demonstration. Yes. Now, is she that experienced to sell your campaign message? And are you confident that Ghanaians will accept her? Even though she hadn't come up publicly to say that I'm in politics, I'm probably in this party or that party. Is she that experienced to sell your message?
Yes, I don't know what...
Just 4 months to the elections.
Yes, I don't know what type of experience you are talking about. But you see, what this country needs is a group of people who have got a passion to serve their country. A group of people who believe that our country can get better. Okay? And it's one of our problems that we want politicians to run it. Okay? Politics is not a profession. It's not supposed to be a profession. It's supposed to be a call to service that you have excelled in a certain field that you are in. Then the people see it and they call you that come, and because you have excelled in ABC fields you are working in, come and help us do this. And so in the past we've made that mistake. People who have done nothing in their lives, who just come from school and they sit on radio and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and they call themselves politicians, and we give them the job.
But these people got to know them through their media.
Yes, but
exposure.
Just the fact that you have been known for talking doesn't mean you can do the job. That's why our country is where it is. Okay, so go outside where they have progressed, they have gone ahead, and you realize that before you are called to come and lead, you have done something exemplary in your life.
And you think 4 months is enough as ahead to elections? Couldn't you have done this earlier? No,
the PPP machinery has been moving. We had launched our campaign a long time ago. Our parliamentary campaigns have been ongoing. We have been organizing for. So she's just supposed to come and complement the work that we have been doing all over the months. Okay, so as she said in her acceptance speech, she might not be known as a politician, but she has been known as somebody who is a grassroots person, who loves her sports, who loves women, working with women to empower them. She has been known as somebody who has a passion to see the country run again, and it's such a fantastic team. Now, especially considering, even aside the gender issue, considering the fact that she brings up some freshness, some youngness, you know, it's fantastic.
Now, Kwabena, before I let you go, the EC has extended the re-registration exercise. As a party, what do you make of this? Are you in for it?
Well, of course. See, from day one, we have made our position clear that this country could have been saved all this noise, all this time, all this money of registering, re-registering and all that, if we had focused after 2012 elections, if we had focused on getting a national ID system, we wouldn't have to go and re-register. So that is our position. But as things stand now, I don't think there's any well-meaning Ghanaian who will say he doesn't agree to an extension, because if you remember, one of our things that we wrote to the EC about is to make sure that there's continuous registration. We don't need to wait for 4 years to pile up everybody to go and vote. So if they are extending it, and if they are allowing people some continuous registration, it's welcome.
Thank you very much for your time, Kwabena Ochi. He's a member communications team.
I'm grateful.
PPP.
It's always wonderful talking with you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Kwabena. Let's move